Today is Wednesday, and I didn't leave my home until like 1-ish. It was maybe a little after 1. I had things to do this morning. I woke up very early today, and I said I don't feel like rushing. It was only a $30 payout for the scheduled delivery, but it was a Manhasset drop-off. And I said, I'm giving it back. It's too many miles for too little money. I didn't want to complete it on Northern Boulevard in Manhasset. It would have to pay more, definitely more. So I gave that back. I released the order. There's a red button. You can release it up to 4 hours before. So someone took it because they didn't panic or send it back out. So I did accept one for tomorrow. It's a scheduled delivery. And it's late morning, $31 payout, but the drop-off is in Merrick while I live in Freeport. And I plan on doing exactly what I did today. Keep it very local and to get a couple of things done. Today, I completed 4 roadies. 3 were pharmacy pickups and drop. Well, you know what? 2 were pharmacy pickups and drop off. 1 was a counter pickup at a CVS. They were all the CVS's pharmacy. And then I had a pickup at the register once, which I just delivered right now. And the drop-offs are a mile away, a mile and a half away. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Very low miles today, very low. I'm almost going to hit 50. I'll hit 50 by the time I get home. And I kicked off my day with a Home Depot. That, again, was only like a 2-mile drop-off from Home Depot to Freeport. And I also completed a handful of Ubers, and they were high payouts. I only took high payouts. 2 of them paid 12 and change, really close by, and they added one to it, like an add-on on top of that. So I did okay with Uber too. So I'm really happy Roadie is accepting me. The trick is with Roadie, you got to keep opening it. Let the app know, because then they tell you, oh, there's an offer. Got to keep opening it. So you're one of the first to get on the list to accept the offer. And I also learned that when you do accept the offer and they accept you, they tell you when you have to tap start gig. Like you have, it seemed like they always gave me about 15 minutes. They said like at 5:02, you got to tap start gig. And if you don't, you're going to lose it. I get it. I totally get it. And every order I accepted, and they accepted me, they made me do a face recognition verification for every single order. They want to know who's picking up and who's dropping off. Spark should do that. Now, I haven't completed a Spark in a while, a few weeks. And the second you say it out loud, I had all these notifications today. These phones hear everything you say. So I plan on completing at least 1 Spark over the weekend, because I don't want that app to go idle. Because I've been mainly working ships when I'm in the mood to shop. Ships been working for me. So that was my Wednesday. I'm heading home. It's early. It's 6. I feel like working online and doing the thing, getting stuff done. So I'll let you know how tomorrow goes. And I see it being no problem. I think tomorrow's going to be a good day, Thursday. Nice and local. I'm going to share 2 stories with you. I'll share the one that happened today. It was short and sweet, but it did happen. I've been at the Home Depot in Freeport, and I've been told several times, when you pick up from the customer service, you go against the wall. The bags are lined up. You find the bag that you have to take a picture of, because it shows the name, the order number, and you have to take a picture of that in the app because they're comparing it. And it scans a code too. There's like a QR code, I guess you call it. I think that means quick response. So when I walked in today, at least I greeted the people around, and they saw me go grab a bag, and she was like, can I help you? We're supposed to help you. I said, every time I come into the store, I'm told a different story. I was told to come here. I was told how to use the lockers. And that was weird. I mean, she wasn't nasty about it, but I'm like, every time I come in, I'm told something different. That's exhausting to a driver. I understand, if they were busy, it wouldn't have been an issue. But because she was standing there were two register people, then, no, you're supposed to ask us for help. No. It's always, we will conform the moment to our narrative, and that's the way it is. And, that's exhausting. That's like when I shop with Shipt. When I tried out all the Targets in town, they all work differently. And they're telling you to go to that self-checkout or to that self-checkout, or you got to go over there, or you got to go over there. They do that. Well, that's exhausting after a while. Is it ever the same? Now, here's something I'm going to show you a screenshot, and I'll discuss it. I completed a roadie yesterday at a different CVS. And I don't know why she did what she did, but I'm just going to show you because it made the job so much harder. And people online were arguing about people cutting online, and they weren't cutting. And people got nasty. It was an uncomfortable moment. If I wasn't there for Roadie, and people actually walked out and said, we'll go to another CVS. And they did. They actually said that. Another person on the line. There was like an argument. And it was boorish, actually. Because even the worker was putting down the worker that was getting beat up. It was really not very nice. So the person who was doing that, the worker, putting down the other worker that really conducted herself respectfully. And, I mean, she didn't deserve those people, they were at her. It's all your fault. This is happening. It was just not right. When I walked in, I tapped a big guy on his shoulder. I said, I'm so sorry. I thought you were on that line. I thought he was on the self-checkout. He was on the phone. He was like, I could be. And he turned around. He said, stand over there. He didn't care. So there was a big deal. Not nice. And then after, it was diffused with the help of a customer, which is pathetic in itself. The worker that was putting down the other worker was making my job a lot harder. And I took a screenshot, a picture. I want to show you what I had to go through. With $8.85 tip from Uber. I did great with Uber today. I only did a handful, but the few I did, big payouts. So let me show you what went down. After the, I would say, drama and chaos at the cashiers and the line, which went on for at least 5 minutes, when it was my turn to get up to the register, and I had to go up to a cashier, because that's how the CVS's work here. We're supposed to, Roadie tells us in the app, do not go to pharmacy. Make sure that you go to the cashier, because at the cashier area, they have bags that need to get picked up and delivered. Now, the worker that put down the other worker in front of the rest of the customers that were left there after some people left, and the woman who caused the chaos and drama, she even controlled me, tried to control me. She was like, you should go over there. I was like, ma'am, I'm not here as a customer. I'm here to, oh, fine, whatever. She finally left. Do you see in this picture now, it looks like half is missing, because half is missing. And I had to type in the number manually. That worker made me do it 5 times. She kept pointing with a finger. Do you see the number? Do you see the number? And then there's more numbers at the end of this. There are more after this number here. I just blocked off a few numbers just to be safe. Then she said, after you type in all those numbers, then you're going to go up to the top and type in all the rest of those numbers. But do you see here? 0101. She had to write that in after I manually entered it 5 times. And each time, because I was just to the side, and she was like, you have to move. I have to help customers. And I'm like, ma'am, it's not working. Why can't you do it? Ma'am, I'm doing what you're telling me to do. Before she actually grabbed my phone, typed it in herself, after I did it 5 times, then she went, oh, there's numbers missing. When this happens, you got to put 0101 after the top number. That's the way it works here. That's how you have to do it. Now, that's very unfair to someone like me. And I was respectful. I mean, I didn't say anything. There was a lot of chaos. Me and the man were looking at each other like, what the hell is going on here? He couldn't wait to get on that self-checkout to get the hell out of there. I mean, we just kept looking at each other. I just stood next to him because I was getting nervous, because that's how nasty it got. And it was nasty. Then I was super respectful because I didn't want to make a problem. I know she's under pressure, even though she didn't deserve that type of respect, because she was putting down the other worker, reprimanding her in front of other customers, and a customer actually spoke up to defend her and said, you weren't here for the whole thing. That's not right. And it just got worse. I mean, it was just like someone had to step in and diffuse it all. So this is how I was told. I typed it in 5 times. You're supposed to scan that, I guess, barcode. That's what it's called. Barcode, not a QR code. Barcode. And I kept being told, what aren't you doing right? Why can't you do it? I guess I have to help you. Can you move out of the way? I have to help someone else. But she wasn't finished with me yet. I waited online patiently. I didn't make a scene. I'm there to do a job. Well, today, they had 2 offers to that CVS. I didn't go back. I don't want to go back to that CVS. If that's the way CVS runs their store there, I want nothing to do with it. I am surrounded by CVS's. And I like the fact that Roadie is using me for these local CVS pickups, the pharmacy, the packages at the cashier, and Home Depot. I'm fine with that. If I receive 12 Roadies a week, I'm good to go. It's an app I haven't used in almost 2 years, and because of Dimples on Demand, refreshed my memory, and I gave it a go again. I'm actually earning money with Roadie, and I like it. It's a little part-time income, and I just let the direct deposit go into my account every Wednesday. That's another thing I like about it. On Wednesdays, it automatically goes into your account free, without any fees. But if you want to cash out, it's $1.99 for instant cash out.